One, go.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another TNA recap show presented by KUPA. Sit down, get cozy, grab 5 or 6 cups of coffee, I don't know. And we're going to talk all things TNA, especially the amazing artwork that was submitted by this week's sponsor, Mia's Secret. I'll see you soon.
KUPA is proud to introduce KUPA Base Coat, a superior adhesive between nail plate and gel products without damage to the natural nail. Also, KUPA High Gloss and KUPA Matte Top Coats, both no wipe, an excellent sealer, and last 2 to 4 weeks. Now we have the Trio Pack, which include both High Gloss and Matte Top Coats and a free base coat. For more information, call 1-800-994-5872 or www.kupainc.com. KUPA is proud to announce 2 new additions to the Manny Pro Passport family, introducing My Prince and My Princess, complete with an acetone-resistant control box and your choice of the KP60 or KP55 handpiece, with speeds up to 30,000 RPMs. For more information, call 1-800-994-5872 or visit us online at www.kupainc.com.
And welcome to another episode of TNA Recap Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Elaine Watson, Vice President of KUPA Incorporated, and I am joined by Beth Lipsey, Executive Editor, Nails Magazine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we were just discussing on how long of a week we've had.
It's Wednesday, and this is the longest week ever.
Yeah, longest week ever.
Ever.
The challenge we have now is this competition is full tilt. Game
That's
on.
why it's the longest week ever.
Yeah. Let me give you a little blip in our days. You know, the competitors have to get their artwork in by what day and time?
Monday at 10 a.m.
Monday at 10 a.m. It has to be in your hands.
Right.
In that amount of time between Monday at 10 a.m. and when we go live here, it has to be judged. It has to be edited. It has to be Dropboxed to me. We have to create the programming for the show.
Yep. Yeah. Getting all the images to KUPA, all the social media graphics. Yeah. I mean, it's a marathon.
I want a little fist bump. I think we deserve a little fist bump.
Yeah.
So, what is the competition, though? Because you may be the first time ever tuning in, and you may be wondering, what is this show?
Right.
What is it, Beth?
Well, Nail's Next Top Nail Artist is the only online-only professional nail art competition. So licensed professionals only from around the world competing for weekly challenges sponsored by the biggest names in the nails industry, including KUPA, of course. So each week they have a different challenge, and they're submitting photos of all their artwork online, so there's no physical judging, or the judges aren't conferring or interacting with the contestants physically, but we're looking at pictures of their work and videos of their work. We're judging, and each week, unfortunately, we're eliminating one contestant, but we're also crowning a winner each week. And at the end, our top 3 finalists who are left standing get to be flown to Premier Orlando in Florida, where we're going to announce the winner of Season 6 live in front of everybody. So,
the biggest party of the year.
So exciting.
Yeah. Book your ticket now.
Yeah.
Because you need to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I say we're in full tilt now, This is our first submission week. The competitors had Seeing Clearly last week with OPI.
Right.
And they had with Orly. Oh my God, I don't even know that. My brain just totally went on autopilot.
It's a long week.
Orly, it was an O name.
I
have it written right here. Yes, with Orly. Do you want to remind the viewers, in case they weren't here last week, what was the Seeing Clearly challenge?
Sure. So Seeing Clearly was basically a builder gel challenge. So Orly has builder in a bottle. So the contestants had to encapsulate on a clear nail tip, extend the tip, then encapsulate, and then embellish on top of it using the builder in a bottle. So basically we were looking for see-through nail art with building on building on building to kind of capitalize on the builder in a bottle name. I think we saw 12 great entries, but like Elaine said, since it's the beginning of the competition, we have 12 videos, 11 contestants, 11 submissions. Like, it's a lot now. So,
it's a lot. Yeah. And just to do this show, we have, I think, 50 assets of videos, images, promotional materials.
Exactly.
So, and now, being that we're full tilt, now this is the first week where we get to announce a top 3, a bottom 3, and who won it and who is going to the CND Design Lab. Now, this is the first time the viewers get to hear about what is CND Design Lab.
Right. So CND is our top sponsor for the competition. And so what they've done is they said that each week when we're eliminating contestants and we're all brokenhearted about it, let's try and keep one. So what we do is after we've eliminated 2 contestants, so after this Friday, we'll have 2 eliminated contestants, one from this week, one from last week. They're going to battle it out between each other, so like an elimination bracket. And each week, the eliminated person is going to compete against the previous winner of the Last Chance Design Lab. At the end of the season, we're going to have one person who gets to come back into the top 3, and they will join us at Premier Orlando. So it's actually really cool. It's a really cool last chance opportunity. And so even though you're eliminated, maybe you don't have to be so upset yet, because you can come back. You could do it.
You could get eliminated this week and win every CND Design Lab and be in the finale.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And their challenge, are you doing it the same as last year? Because last year the challenge was loosely based on what that week's challenge was.
So each challenge in the CND Design Lab is based on the previous week's challenge, but like with a CND twist. And so it's only on one nail tip, but they only have Friday through Monday to do one nail tip, and I give them the challenge Friday and it's due Monday morning. So it'll be really fun to see what happens with that.
So we have our first top 3.
Yes.
And our first top 3 for Orly's challenge was, in no particular order, because we always do everything in alphabetical order. Ashton Harlan, Jenna Jupin, and Kelsey Waldo.
Yay!
Congratulations to the top 3.
Yeah.
They can rest easy. But we do have the person who won the challenge.
Yes.
And this week, our winner is Ashton Harlan.
Yay, Ashton.
Congratulations,
I see you in the chat.
I know.
Congratulations,
Ashton. Yeah. And I didn't even say that about the chat. If you're tuning in, whether you're on Nails Magazine's Facebook page or KUPA's Facebook page, Beth and I are watching the chat.
Right. And someone did ask in the chat, so I think we should clarify. There are 2 chats.
There are.
Someone was like, there's 2.
I know.
There's weird. 2 lives. There are 2 lives. There's one on Nails Magazine, one on KUPA's page,
really
and 2 different chats. But it's the same show. It's the same show.
It's just, who do you want to hang out with? And I even think some people are managing being in both.
I think so too.
So they're able to talk. Yeah. So congratulations, Ashton.
Yes.
I did take down, because you guys always write a really beautiful announcement about what the judges said and everything.
Yeah, we want the contestants to know what the judges were saying about them.
Yeah, so this one this week says, of course, congratulations to Ashton Harlan for winning the first challenge of season 6. Her saran wrap technique and icicle bouquets made for cool nails that showed off Orly's builder in a bottle capabilities. I want to have you read, because you're one of these judges, but I want you to do the honors on what the judges said.
Thanks. And like a cool little NTNA fact, Ashton actually won the first challenge last year.
Last season.
So this is really like a great anniversary gift to Ashton.
I think so.
So Shani Pink, who's the creative director at Orly, was our guest judge last week, and she had this to say about Ashton's nails. And by the way, Shani was like really great. She gave such positive comments to everybody.
Yeah.
So I really thank her for being our guest. She said the care and details in your design was incredible. From the way you used saran wrap to create the pattern on the clear builder to how you built those flowers and painted the flower petals. You really showed us the diversity of the builder product. So, you know, it's always great when the contestants use the product to its fullest and make it look really good. Valerie Ducharme, our guest from last week,
season
and
5
also
champion.
our season 5 winner, said your video is full of good advice. It's clear and beautiful, and the set is really you, too. So definitely had the Ashton style.
I felt like it.
I think so, too. And then Jan Arnold, our head judge, said, nice video, excellent teaching, complete with pro tips, refine language by using proper verbiage. So, you know, if a contestant says inhibition layer, well, if they say sticky layer, they should say inhibition layer. Or,
I love that about Jan.
You know, you say cure, you know, stuff like that.
I'm a stickler for correct terminology,
Exactly.
and it gives you like nails on a chalkboard moment.
Totally.
Like, don't say drill, anyone.
E-file.
I'm going out there.
E-file.
Please say e-file.
E-file.
Don't say drill.
Yeah, exactly. So we all agree. The baggy facets were brilliant, and flowers and matte are great. You don't need the ring in the final shot. Pay more attention to your own nails. So
Really
that's her
cool.
only little comment.
Very good comments. So unfortunately, with the top 3, we have to have a bottom 3.
I know.
I know it's always, and I'm going with what we did last year. I don't call people losers because I feel like if you made it to the 12, if you made it to the 24, you are in a elite group of talented people.
Yeah.
So our bottom 3 of not losers are Ashley Hoffman, Jerry Lee Fair, and Melissa Salazar.
Right.
And unfortunately, of the 3, we now know who the not loser is going to the CND Design Lab Challenge, and that is Jerry Lee Fair.
I know.
And you have comments too on. Oh no, we don't.
yet.
Okay, we don't yet.
Yeah.
So Jerry Lee Fair will be waiting to see who of this week's challenge doesn't make it, and
he's gonna play
who
her.
she's gonna play off of.
Yeah.
So it's not over yet.
It's
Jerry
not.
Lee.
It's not.
You could win every week.
I believe in all of you.
I believe in all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have to share because I still do my Snoopy Snoop.
Totally.
On Facebook.
Yeah.
And I still did take. You know, because I didn't know who won and who lost, so I still snooped Jerry Lee's. And she had a really cute, she says, happiest of birthdays to my youngest, most cheeky daughter.
Cheeky.
4 years, and I almost can't believe it. Such a great day spent together making memories. So this is what I stole from her Facebook.
Cute.
Adorable, beautiful little girl. Happy birthday to her.
Happy birthday.
So now let's talk about this week.
Yes.
Because this week our sponsor is Mia's Secret. Mm-hmm. And we have a special guest judge this week that you have joining your judging group for Mia's Secret. And that is Blanca Martinez.
Absolutely.
Yep. And as you recall, I think we should share what the challenge for Mia's Secret was this week.
So they the top 11 had to make safari-themed nail art across 10 nail tips. So no actual hands in the shot this week, nail tips only. The nail tips needed to be all different sizes. They couldn't be glued together or glued on another item, which is, really interesting.
Yes, nail art, not a canvas.
Exactly.
Love that.
And they had to use 2 of Mia's Secret's collections, so pastel macaroons and gray jungle collections only. Now there was a little bit of wiggle room with that. Mia's Secret did allow clear acrylic, top coat, and detail work to be done with gel paint. So I think Mia's Secret was very fair in letting them kind of like play within those rules. No embellishments or pre-made pieces. Glitter and foil were allowed, but they couldn't exceed 30% of the artwork. And then what I thought was like the greatest little catch, the artwork couldn't be taller than 1 3/4 inches. So
which is actually quite a lot.
Which is a lot. You know, so we weren't looking for crazy fantasy.
Yeah.
We weren't looking for necessarily anyone to wear these. We were just looking for, safari nails.
Art.
Yeah.
Art.
Yeah.
And I think that everybody did a phenomenal job. These pieces are incredible.
And do you know what's really interesting? The competitors, even though they got that wiggle room, a lot of them say in their videos, I wanted to challenge myself and just use the Mia Secrets. Like, even though they were allowed to use, like,
Yeah.
the additional detail painting, they're like, well, I didn't want to do it. I wanted
Yeah.
to challenge myself. So
I love that about you.
I know.
I love that.
I know.
And I know as a sponsor, since KUPA is a sponsor, like, if I was Mia Secret, I would appreciate that.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Smart. So our first competitor's submission this week is Ashley Hoffman. I did my Snoopy Snoop and wanted to share again another beautiful Daughter's Day. Never a dull moment with these two on our Daddy Daughter's Day.
Adorable.
So they're babies. I like to just try and show people's lives because
I
they
think it's
still
really
have
important.
a life.
I think it's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is only week 2.
Exactly.
So if you watched last year, some of these family pictures started becoming like mom's
Scares.
missing.
Scares.
Yeah, where's my mom?
Yeah.
There were some with like dishes in the sink,
I
house
know,
unkept
I know,
because
I know.
all they're doing is a challenge. So right now everybody's still a happy family. And here is Ashley's submission.
Yes.
Oh my God, super cute. I love the zebra.
So great. Yeah. So she did a lot of great animals for us. And then this scenic. I mean, I'm a suckler for that
Yeah.
scenic landscape in Africa. I actually would always love to go on a safari. That's one of my goals. And then the TNA Jeep. Super cute.
Beautiful. The
Yeah.
skyline on the nails.
Yeah.
That you're right. The coloring and the sky
Yeah.
meeting the land. I love the giraffe.
Yeah, exactly. The sky meeting the land. I
The
think
the
that was-
bird with the feathers. Well done.
Yeah, some good sculpting here.
Oh,
Yeah.
the alligator is so cute.
Yep.
He's cute. Yeah, this was super cute. Love the elephant.
Good job,
Love the little-
Ashley.
Great job, Ashley.
Yeah.
Definitely put some time into that.
Yeah.
And our next competitor in alphabetical order is Ashton Harlan, this
Totally.
week's winner.
Yeah.
And okay, so last week I joked about, Brachus and Ishtar have to be on the show.
They're kind of famous.
This
because of
is
this
from
show.
Christmas, obviously, because the
Yeah.
Christmas tree is in
Yeah.
there. But yeah, her dogs are famous. She got Brachus last year during the show.
During the show,
It
which
was
is
just
crazy.
A fluffy little ball of
Yeah.
fur.
Yeah.
So Brachus, well, it's not his birthday, but the I Got You birthday is about to happen.
It's about, this
Yeah,
time last
so
year. Yeah.
these are her massive giant dogs.
Yes.
I think they must dwarf her. She must look like
Because
she's
she's
walking
like,
a
yeah,
horse.
she's
a little
tall, but
person.
she's not like,
Yeah.
she's small. Yeah, so you're right. The dogs are probably taller than her. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
here is her submission. And for this one, you did provide the video.
A video, yeah.
Which will explain the very cool and creative way you can see in the giraffe, the guitar.
Exactly.
And on the back of the lion. And you're probably going, well, what is that?
I know.
So,
What kind of safari is that?
let's
Yeah.
go to the video. Beth and I'll spy our chat.
Yeah, I think I already see
And
some
we'll,
good comments.
yeah, we'll come
Okay,
back with some
cool.
comments and we'll talk about this art as soon as the video ends.
For our second challenge of Next Top Nail Artist, Mia Secret asked us to create a safari-themed look using acrylic from their 2 collections, Pastel Macaroons and Grey Jungle. Rather than creating your everyday safari nails, I was inspired by my love of music. For the ground colors of my landscape, I picked up a bead combined with both green apple and orange blossom. And for the sky, I mixed the colors strawberry cream and bunny. To create the animals, trace a rough outline of the shape onto a piece of paper and place it in a plastic bag. Use overly saturated beads of honey lavender to cover the base, and then koala for your shading. Once you're happy with the base of your animal, use dry beads of zebra to create your stripes. By working with a more dry consistency, it's easier to get nice, sharp lines. And use a wet consistency when you need to shade or blend. I created a second zebra using blue mint, following the same steps. Continue using the zebra acrylic to create and outline the piano keys. For the base of the lion, I used citron. To build up the shape of the lion, use a dry consistency for the arm and leg. I created his nice long tail by simply rolling a dry bead of acrylic off the brush. I added shading to my lion using orange blossom, and then used koala to contour my cello shape. Use kitty cat to create the mane, and remember, wet beads spread and dry beads build. I used Foxy to deepen some of the shadows. And then I built up the tailpiece of the cello using Citron and shading it with Foxy. Use Foxy again to add shadows to the mane and build up the nose. And contour the face using wet beads of koala. Build up the ear by using Citron again, and once it loses its shine, press into shape. Follow the same steps as the other animals, but using Orange Blossom for the base of your giraffe. Use Bunny to build up the giraffe print. Place the spots to look like the neck and sound hole of a guitar. And fill in the rest of the body with spots of various shapes and sizes. If you pick up a bead that's too wet, you can allow it to sit on your brush until it loses some of its shine before placing it, or you can drain the extra liquid from your brush by placing the back of the bristles against a paper towel. Add shading to your giraffe by using the zebra acrylic powder. Create the trunk and branches of your tree using Bunny acrylic. For the foliage, place overly saturated beads of jungle acrylic and allow them to spread on their own. For the grass, I mixed green apple and jungle into a single bead of acrylic and then sliding the product into shape. The rocks were created with the entire gray jungle collection by combining multiple colors into each bead. Once the rocks lose their shine, flatten the surface to give them a nice shape. Using blue mint, create a nice pool of water. Then, adding koala, create shadows for the two zebras and your lion into the shape of a bass clef. To add a few final touches to my design, I created flowers in the shapes of music notes, and the birds flying in the distance are shaped like musical rests. Attach your 3D elements to your landscape, and here's the final look. If you're a fan of my musical safari, please like and subscribe. And voting begins Monday, January 28th. Thanks for watching.
I'm still chatting in the room.
Oh, it's okay. We were just saying that we really loved all the hidden effects in this set, right?
Yeah.
Like the rest, the G clef, the notes at the bottom with the flowers.
How she even like laid out the dots on the giraffe to make it look like the bars on the guitar.
Absolutely.
And I was just saying, and that's why I didn't want to stop writing what I was writing. Like, she's upped her video game.
Yeah, the transitions
are really
cute.
Like, I was watching the G clef on the tree, and it like rolled away, and I went, "Did she just roll that up with a brush?" And I was like, "Oh,
she's
it's
magic.
a transition."
Yeah.
So she's come to do battle.
Mm-hmm.
Ashton.
Oh yeah, and I just wanted
Ashton's
to say
doing battle.
Our chat is really cool. We actually have another NTNA winner in our chat. So special shout out to Tracy Lee.
Oh, hey,
who's
Tracy.
watching. We miss you, but we're glad to have you. And then, a lot of people were just commenting that they loved the animals. They loved the different take on the safari. Because I think we had a lot of similar entries this week.
Yeah.
But so anything to diversify it and really mix it up is going to make someone stand out.
Who mixes like music with? Yeah.
Ashton.
And I want to point out that last week I picked on Ashton's flowers for being one color tone with no contrasting colors, and I see you, girl, because your plants are shaded the way you painted with the Anyways, well done.
Good job.
Well done. Good job, girl. All right, Boanna.
I love the picture you chose, actually.
So this picture obviously was from right after New Year's Eve. And I at first glance, I scrolled by it, and then I kind of went back to it.
I love this
because
picture.
the nails, and I thought,
Yeah.
how cool that she did constellations.
Yeah.
So I wanted to share that. I thought that was a really
Yeah.
groovy picture.
Bohana on Instagram, because I follow them all on Instagram too. Bohana has like really amazing nail art pictures too. So
Yeah.
guys, if you just love looking at nail art on Instagram, you should follow her because she has
Yeah.
great wearable nails. on
I've
there.
started capturing these images differently now this year.
Okay.
And it was only on this, working with my graphics team, I've actually screenshotted it so that it includes their Facebook name along with their comment on what the picture was.
Cool.
So I've upped my game. And the
Cool.
reason I did this is we've had a few competitors change their Facebook names since I friended them.
I see.
And I have
To
to
hide?
go in. Oh, well, I don't know if it's to hide for
To
me
hide?
or someone else, but like a couple of competitors have gone to look for it, and I'm like, crap. Where are they? I can't find them. And so I wanted everybody to be able to follow them too. Maybe
Okay,
they
good.
want some Facebook friends. So now you'll know
Yeah.
as we show these pictures where to find these beautiful people. And how I thought this was a really cool pastel-y twist that she did on these nails. I
Yes.
guess-
So she was inspired by a baby cake. So she did like the baby animal
Yeah.
version of a safari. So yeah, so I like how she stuck to like the pastel, like the
Yeah.
lighter, softer.
The baby bottles in there, the
Themes,
the
yeah.
little binky
Yeah.
or whatever everybody calls it these days.
Again, mixing it up and kind of giving the judges something
Yeah.
different to look at, which I really do appreciate.
Yeah, baby animals.
Yeah.
I think it's really cute.
Adorable.
I like the little dude driving the Jeep.
I know.
Sneaking
I
in from
know.
behind.
And it just kind of shows you that inspiration can come from anywhere, right? Because she was
Yeah.
looking at a cake, which I think is pretty amazing.
Right. Again, just like Ashton too, you got to find something and throw them together. And
Yeah.
again, I wouldn't think babies
Nope.
and safari.
Nope.
So putting them two together is cool and unusual.
And the Africa continent. I just love the little
Yeah,
outline of
it's
the
pretty.
continent. It's great. It's great.
So Carly, our next competitor, Carly.
Happy birthday, Carly. Her
Yeah.
birthday was yesterday.
Oh, happy birthday! We have quite a few.
There were a couple birthdays this week.
Yeah.
We'll try to stay on top of those as well.
So
yeah.
This was actually a video, or if you go to her
Yes.
page, you can see a whole video. So this is me stealing a screenshot to make it a picture. But her cat was her inspiration this week.
Jacob. Piece of
I'm going to write that down. So
Yeah,
it's Jacob.
Yeah. I hope we see Jacob more. That's like a
Well, I can
personal-
make that happen.
Okay.
Is
Personal-
Jacob's
personal
her
request,
person.
yeah.
I will make sure.
Yeah.
I'm a make sure you know the pet name. I know it's awful. I don't know all the kids' names, but I'll know the pets.
We know the pets by heart. Yeah.
I think, again, see, she did some color twists on this, and I thought it was really cool that,
Yeah.
the lions have blues and the cats have purples. And
Yeah, Dana just said, I love everything about this set because ... cats. I mean, like,
I
if you're
know.
a cat person, like, she chose
It
one
speaks.
animal and she kind of went with the variation of, like, one kind of animal, which, again,
Yep.
a nice twist. And you're saying the color
Lots of
story, perfect,
I love
right?
it.
Mixed it up, didn't do, like, realistic colors.
even mixed up the sizes, because that was in the rules.
Uh-huh.
But
Yep.
mixed up the
Yep,
shapes
the
and the
shapes.
lengths.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
I think it was brilliant. It was a good idea.
Yeah.
I love that the male and the female lion face nail. It's
I know.
probably my
I know.
favorite. But we have a video of this one.
So
let's watch
it.
the video,
Yeah.
and we'll come back and chat about it more.
Carly Snar here with Nails Next Top Nail Artist Challenge number 2. This week's sponsor was Mia's Secret, and the challenge was Safari Manny. So the name Mia's Secret inspired me to reveal one of my secrets. My secret is that I have a battle with anxiety and panic disorder. So basically panic disorder is when you kind of have panic attacks, like a feeling of something horrible going on and your body reacts to it without actually anything horrible happening. It's not fun, and it's something that I try to cope with, but something that really helps me get through it is nails and cats, especially this guy right here. Nails just lets me feel comfortable and confident in what I'm doing and kind of forget about everything else. If I'm having like a stressful or nervous day, I'll kind of look forward to going to work because it takes my mind off of everything else. But when I'm home, my little Jacob here, my best friend, seeing how happy he is, it just like kind of makes life seem simple. I can just pick him up and I can feel his energy and look at him, and he looks back at me and he just like lets me know that everything's gonna be okay. So anywho, getting back to these nails, I chose to make all of the different cats that you might find with going on an African safari. So these are some of the pictures I used for inspiration. So getting started on these nails, I used the Gray Jungle collection to put gray on the backdrop of my nails. Every other nail I did an ombre effect by dipping half of my brush in one color and half in the other one, and then dragging that down the nail. The first cat that I did is the sand cat. This is the only cat that lives chiefly in deserts, and he has a really wide little face. I used citron and orange blossom for this look. The next cat is this serval. These guys are characterized by their little heads and large ears. I used strawberries and cream and orange blossoms for this cat. I always start by making the outline of my head and then building up the taller parts of the face to create that depth. I try to shade using different colors of the orange blossom and strawberries and cream while mixing in some of the Gray Jungle collection for darker colors and to create spots. Of course, everyone knows the African lion, the king of the jungle. So this cat, I used probably the most amount of detail out of all my animals, mainly in the mane. To create the mane, I put little wet beads and like brushed them and swished them out to create more and more and more hairs of the mane. I just did that repeatedly until I got my final look. And it's so fun to watch it pop off of that wax paper. And then I reattached it onto the nail tip. And if you know anything about lions, you'll know that they're the only cats who live together in a pride. Most cats are pretty solo. So I had to give my little lion a little girlfriend. This cat was one of my favorites because of the long hairs on the tips of his ears. This cat is a caracal, and they are highly secretive and hard to observe. I used the color green apple acrylic, and on a piece of wax paper I made these little strings of acrylic, which will later be the tips of his ears. And again, layering on all the different dimensions of his face, and then I applied those little tips with another bead of acrylic. And using some of the Gray Jungle, again, I shaded and made some of the different features on his face. Moving on to the African leopard, and using some of the Gray Jungle again, I mixed some of the grays in with some of the colors to create different value and depth in some of the different colors, and I added little tiny speckles all over his face. The African wildcat, said to be of domestic origin. I used citron and a mix of bunny to create this guy. I used the mix of the bunny and citron to create his little stripes. To grab a super small bead of acrylic for his eyes, I would grab a bead. If it was too big, I'd wipe it and remove some of the liquid from my brush, grab another bead, and every time I did that, the bead would be smaller. The African golden cat. While the acrylic is still a little bit putty, I was able to slice little toes on his feet using a sharp metal tool. While the acrylic is not fully hardened, it acts a little bit like a Play-Doh. The black-footed cat. I made all my cat's eyes with the same technique you would use to make the center of a flower by placing a bead and sticking my brush in the center and swirling it around until it created a little circle or outline. Last but not least, the jungle cat. And to create my little kitty's little noses, I put a little tiny bead of acrylic for the nose, waited for it to settle a little bit, and then I was able to take the tips of my brush and poke little nostrils, and it made a very realistic looking nose. I then went in on the back of a form and made all these little leaves using lots of different colors of the Gray Jungle, using the color jungle and mixing it with the citron color to create lighter colors of green. This is my finished set. It's so safari, and I hope you guys like my video. Thanks for watching.
KUPA is proud to introduce KUPA Base Coat, a superior adhesive between nail plate and gel products without damage to the natural nail. Also, KUPA High Gloss and KUPA Matte Top Coats, both no wipe, an excellent sealer, and last 2 to 4 weeks. Now we have the Trio Pack, which include both high gloss and matte top coats and a free base coat. For more information, call 1-800-994-5872 or www.kupainc.com.
I was just saying to Beth, my favorite part about Carly's video is the way that she narrates.
Yeah, she's a great narrator.
She's an entertainer in the way that she narrates.
Yeah, and I think it was really brave, her opening, because she said, Mia's Secret's a sponsor. I want to share one of my secrets. And, you know, she has anxiety disorder. And I think it's really brave when you say, like, you know, this is kind of how I deal with it. It's nails and my cats. And And I just, I think it's hard to share things like that. So I really appreciate it.
I think when you're, this isn't TV.
No.
But when you tune in, you're coming to be entertained in what you're watching, and give her hearts if you're in the group. If you agree with me, throw some hearts on there, because the way she narrates makes her videos entertaining to watch. Right. Like I would watch classes from her if that's how she taught me.
There you go, Carly.
Yeah, there you go, Carly. Do some classes. Emily Nash is our next one. This picture was really cute. Emily, I'm going to just say it because this isn't public TV. She goes celebrating this bitch's 28th happy early birthday Moose. She obviously calls her girlfriend Moose.
So Sarah is actually
which is funny.
Another nail artist who's really great. So if you ever, and they're always together, but I love this little duo. So
I
if
like
you ever
their
see
interaction.
if you see them at a trade show, they're the two girls who have really, really cool nails on, a ton of tattoos, and they just look really cute together.
If you see Sarah, make sure you
I
call
love
her
Sarah.
Moose.
So hi, Sarah.
Yeah, make sure you say hi, Moose.
Yeah.
And here is Emily's submission. I love the pears.
These.
The pears
I just
are
love
cute.
this. I think for me, I just love that ombre in the background.
Yeah, me too. The color background is really pretty in
and her
itself.
video has some great ombre tips in it, so I would just recommend if you wanted to do an ombre with acrylic, watch that video and kind of get her tips on it. And then just like the spacing, like you're saying, the pears and the trees, like she really went for that slant.
I love that style of tree.
Yeah,
it works for me on the nail art. I think the giraffe with the binoculars is hysterical.
Yeah, she said she's a giraffe fan, so for her the
Love
giraffes were kind of like really the focal point for her.
This is a really pretty.
It's neat.
It's clean.
It's very clean. This is a clean.
It's clean
scent.
art.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
You don't always have to get crazy. Sometimes clean art is just up there.
I just thought at first glance that these photographed really, really well, and these kind of drew me in. I was like, wow, that looks pretty neat. So, yeah, Emily, I really appreciate these.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
Well done. Our next one, Jenna Jupin, of course, is from Denmark. So now being able to do this new screenshotting system I'm doing, I'm able to translate.
Oh,
because when I'm looking at them, I want to know what they're saying as well. So this actually says the twins had a nice morning with their cousins at SeaWorld. So this is her beautiful son and daughter enjoying SeaWorld. I like this now. I can translate and see everything.
Oh, yeah.
And here is Jenna's submission.
So again, she really mixed it up. I feel like she threw us the curveball this week. She was inspired by her daughter's love of like animals and safari type things. So she kind of gave us again like another like a junior version of a safari, but the background of those nails is like insanely cool. Like,
that's actually very time consuming.
It is
to make that leopard background.
And she did the pastel with the rainbow, like kind of reminds me of Lisa Frank, but just really cool.
Yeah.
Like I love all the color in the background. Yeah.
We have the video on this one because you gave us the video on it. So let's check it out.
Welcome to my second challenge, Safari Mani, sponsored by Mia Secret. Wow, I made it to top 3 last week. Thank you so much for voting for me. And huge congratulations for Ashton for winning last round. This week we were challenged to make a Safari Mani using pastels and grays only, sponsored by Mia Secret. I wanted to slow a little bit more down and showing you my favorite techniques of this entire look, so here you go. Let me share my secret with you how to achieve the soft, low contrast, rainbow pastel cheetah ombre look using Mia Secret Pastel Macaroons Nail Art Powder. Apply a thin coat of white gel or gel polish. Don't cure yet. Sprinkle the acrylic powder into the uncured white, color by color, and then cure. Paint dots in various sizes in the underlying color and sprinkle the acrylic over for a velvet feel. Cure after each color is sprinkled and dust excess acrylic off. When I heard Safari and saw the pastels, I were instantly thinking about my daughter Saga. Not that I want to leave my son out, but Saga is just a great animal lover. She wear animal clothes, costumes, and she have a ton of wild animal teddies. She is 5 years old, so she knows what's going on, so I asked her how should I make this set to match her wishes. Which color should I use? All of them. Paint dots and lines around each colored dot using gray gel polish or gel. Sprinkle nail art powder from the Jungle collection in the shade Kitty Cat and then cure. This is how it turned out. So cute! I saw on safaris that you could get into those huge air balloons, and I always dreamed about that. How to make the air balloon? I used a heart-shaped stone and wrapped it in a rubber glove and applied the acrylic on top. When I think about safari, I think about the huge air balloon over the savannah, so I wanted to create such one, with all the teddy bears in it. My kids really enjoy the nails I'm making, and they really have fun looking at them. This is how you create a cute teddy animal. You know it's ready to mold once it starts turning matte. My tip is to drain each bead on a paper towel so it's more dry and faster to mold. Paint tiny stitches and small details on the teddy using a fine liner brush and black gel paint. I haven't yet found the perfect liner, so I tend to carefully cut some of the hairs off so it matches my needs. And of course, we're not gonna end this movie without me posing with the nails. So here you go. So please vote for Janet Jupin to see me next week.
We're on a time delay.
I know.
And the best part's coming up at the end, and we can't. Oh, there she is. Okay, wait a minute.
We love watching.
We want to watch the video of Jenna posing with the
pose
nails.
with her nails,
and
the makeup.
And I was gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like Lisa Frank makeup. Yeah,
that
like
is
animal
really
print.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jenna, again, I just want to commend you. Not only are you doing the cool makeup at the end, but at the front, like I love that she's
I love the glitter
in
wall.
the video and like
Love the glitter
talking.
wall.
And Valerie said that she really appreciated that Jenna took the time to congratulate Ashton and the top three. But Jenna, I just love that you put yourself on camera.
Me too.
And you're like,
Me too.
You're there, you're present, we can see you, we can talk to you.
Yeah.
I just love it.
Be entertaining. This is your moment, everybody.
Be
on the
confident.
video.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Put the camera on yourself. I had so many Lisa Frank comments.
We're
like
getting nostalgic.
Everybody in the KUPA chat
Yeah.
is Lisa Frank, Alyssa Schmidt, Robin Quarles. But I loved Karen Berryman going, I'm going to have to play and try this Dottie Ombre to create animal print. Love this.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cute. Yeah, it was really cool. And it's so funny. I know the rules of this competition, but I still like to review and do this live because otherwise I have no comment if I do it ahead of time.
Yeah.
So when I looked at this picture, my brain went painted animal print.
No.
And I still was impressed with it.
Yeah.
But now when you watch how
Yeah.
she made it,
Yeah.
mind blown, because that was a lot of work.
Yeah, and
work.
I think one of your commenters said when they have a creative block, they look to
Yeah.
their kids. And that's kind of what Jenna did, which,
Yeah.
again, I thought was really cool. Like,
Yeah.
asked her daughter what she should do.
That was Lucy Perez, one of our top
Wonderful.
fans.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Lucy.
when she gets a, artist block, she goes and talks to her 9-year-old kid.
Perfect.
I think it's incredible. That was a great set, Jenna.
Yeah.
Loved your video.
Yeah.
Well done. Our next one, Kelsey.
Okay, so if you guys...
Kelsey had a bad week.
Yeah, if you guys are friends with Kelsey on Facebook,
Give
you
her
may
some
have
cuddles.
seen she had a birthday, but that she had something really terrible happen to her, and she lost her cat.
Yeah.
So she's really sad. So we're just sending her all kinds of love right now, and
Any
you know,
fur moms and dads
Yeah.
out there understand the
Yeah.
trauma we go through when we lose our fur babies.
Absolutely. So
It's
Kelsey, I'm
no
thinking
different.
about you.
So
okay?
when I
Yeah.
chose this image, I didn't know that was her bad week.
Right.
This image was a meme, and it was just it's been a tough week and your emotions are everywhere. I assumed it was the stress of the competition.
Well, I think it was because remember last week she was like freaking out, and then she
Yeah.
made the top.
Yeah.
And I remember like I saw you had told her like,
I know.
you can calm down. You
Yeah,
made the
you
top.
made it. Don't get upset.
So I think she's definitely on an emotional roller
She's having
coaster
a week.
as a lot of you are. So
Yeah.
you know, we just
And-
love you, Kelsey.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
We're supporting
Yeah,
you, and
yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
You poor baby. So here is Kelsey's submission.
So let's give her some real kudos. Let's
Yes,
talk her up.
seriously.
Okay, so she really went for it in terms of making all kinds of different animals.
She really did.
With the
'cause
acrylic.
Now she's had to commit to every single one of them. Oh my God, the ostrich.
I know. Beautiful. And she said she wanted to really go realistic.
Oh, that gorilla.
Yeah.
These are really realistic.
Yeah, the whiskers and the lashes. She has a cool part in her tutorial about how she was making those, and I do think it's like really interesting to see.
Really
she
cool.
said like the thinner
Make
the
sure
better.
you guys go to nailsmag.com and watch all the videos.
Yes.
As we get to a smaller group, we're going to have all the videos, but right now it's too many with 12 at 6 minutes a piece, but
Right.
you should go watch these and see how they're done.
Right.
Her giraffe is very realistic looking.
Oh yeah, beautiful. And she used a straw to make the horns for one of the animals. But yeah,
That
she
elephant.
just
Even the leaves. It's
The
funny,
leaves
the
are
colors
great.
of them are very seaweedish to me. They remind me of like a living seaweed color. I like that color.
Yeah, and it's
Pretty.
interesting you bring that up because I feel like a lot of them did animals, but then a lot of them did also like the foliage in the background. So it's like
Yeah.
interesting to see the different takes on even the greenery and the nature. Yeah, for sure.
Well done. I can't believe you
Yeah.
were able to get all that done.
I know, Kelsey, we're really thinking of you, and
Yes.
we wish you a better week next week.
Yes,
Okay, it's gonna be better.
definitely a better
All right,
week.
Good, good.
Lorna.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you
Hey, you guys. That's
I
my
can't help
impression.
it. I know. Now every time I hear Lorna,
She's
that's all I
watching.
hear in my head.
I know.
And okay, when I snooped Lorna, there's no shortage of options when I go to her page because she's such a social media presence.
Yes.
But I thought it would be fun to share a fan.
I
of
love
Lorna.
that. I love
and this
that.
one's a special fan, so I'm really going to read it all.
This is great.
I know this is from Becky Bates, and I hope she's watching. And if she isn't, I hope Lorna can get this to her. She says, I know it's not a nail picture or anything, but this is my son Jamie. He has autism and limited speech, but he absolutely loves watching Lorna Andrews. He watches every video and says your name. I think he could be your biggest fan. Haha. Sorry for the long post. He would love to see his name on your channel. He even watches your snaps. I think that is just
Lorna,
the coolest.
that is so cool that
You
you're
are so cool.
inspiring people outside of the nail community.
She's so cool.
That's powerful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Especially somebody with autism, because things they react so differently to certain
right.
things, and sometimes they're just quiet and closed off.
Right.
And to have just watching Lorna do her thing on video, open them up, is really cool.
Right. And you know, Lorna, like you said, she has this huge social media presence and following.
Yeah.
But she gets so nervous. I remember we were on the show last week and she was commenting, I'm so nervous. She wrote me like emails all the time. I'm so nervous. And I'm like,
You do this all the time.
You do it all the time. You're really good at it. Don't be nervous. I know. It's nerve-wracking, but look at the people watching you.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous.
Don't be nervous.
You're an example.
I think what would be nervous for me, though, and I bet it is for her, too, is having somebody examine your work.
I
on
know,
a
but
video.
people are also just loving your work.
People
are just
love your work.
loving your Snapchats.
And
So,
hers,
yeah.
I mean, she put everything into it again. This set was a cool set.
So cool. And she's an acrylic girl, so
Yeah.
she felt more comfortable
This is her
week.
comfort
She
zone.
goes, I love acrylic. She loved working with the product. She loved the painting with it. So yeah, it was really, really fun to watch.
This one we have a video of.
Yay.
Pay particular attention to that elephant and that snake. That was really cool, I thought.
Yeah,
But
the snake was
The
one of my
snake was
favorites.
really
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
So let's run that video and we'll be back to talk about it.
Hey, you guys.
Hey you guys! So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my Mia's Secret Challenge 2 for Nails Next Top Nail Artist. So we were challenged to create a safari themed mani across 10 nail tips just using the 12 colours that they sent us. So I started off by custom mixing this like in between nude colour because there wasn't kind of like a light brown in there and I needed that to create some of the animals. So I go ahead and I use foil as a base. This way you're not going to use up as much product and it kind of gives you something to work on. So I sculpted all of my safari animals in the same way, starting off where necessary with the foil as the base and then applying and layering the acrylic with a wet to medium consistency because you want to be able to blend those beads together. And using techniques with the foil and the drill to add textures and details because we were only meant to be using the acrylics and not as much of like detail paints and everything. I wanted to try and keep this strictly acrylic and I did most of my detail work with that, which I'm so happy about. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm now, as you can see, making the elephant's ear, and I love to make pieces on backing foam paper because it's perfect. It's very movable, lightweight and easy, and you just literally slide your brush under there with some monomer on, pick up those pieces and place them exactly where you need them to be, manipulating them with your hands and fingers or your brush into whatever position to create the shape that you require. So as you can see, I'm just going ahead with the grey acrylic and adding some indentations and some little kind of textures to the trunk to give it like the creased effect and the rugged effect of an elephant's skin. And then I'm coming in and I am making the tusks for the elephant. So I'm making 2 little tusks. I attach the tusks with grey acrylic. It just makes it a lot easier with the blending process, making everything look seamless, like it's kind of all been made in one section, if that makes sense. I also bulked those out once I'd stuck them on to make them like 3D and not just flat, if that makes sense. 4D, I guess you could say. And then I'm coming in with the dark acrylic and adding some shading. Next I'm going on to the snake, and this turned out so beautiful. I absolutely loved it. Again, I used my foil as the base. I ombreed and blended the lemon, the pastel green and the dark green from the collections as the base for the colour, and then I came in with the acrylic, the dark green and the light green to add all of the scales. Yep guys, that was done with acrylic. I just did it really wet. You just want to make sure you're using a nice detail brush and really control your product where you want it to go. So next I'm applying the rattlesnake tail, and that's just using that custom blend a colour that I made, and I'm just applying the beads on there, making sure to drain the liquid out of the back of the brush to make sure that they don't just kind of all run everywhere or blend into one big smush. So next I'm moving on to the car, and as you can see I drew the car and then I sculpted all of my pieces and formed them together. I'll add details later on. I made loads of these leaves. There must have been about 50 of these, like seriously they took forever. I kind of did them between each piece so that I wasn't getting bored. I then went ahead and sculpted the rhino. As you can see, I love this one. I'm just adding some textures with the grey acrylic, and then I come in with some lighter acrylic as well and add details. So next, moving on to the giraffe, I'm using a full length nail tip. I've applied the yellow acrylic and I'm just applying the detail and the pattern in the brown, making sure to double dip into 2 colours so that I get some kind of texture and theme going through there. I sculpted the head in the same way as the other pieces and then attached it onto that nail tip. Here's my safari hat, and I used gravity to help me create that dome shape. It really works a treat, just controlling the acrylic and the amount that it flows. So next I am creating a jungle carving or statue, and this is just made out of a super long nail tip and brown acrylic. I sculpted everything on top of there, and then I attached some of the leaves just to really make it feel like super safari. Moving on to where my snake is going to go, I wanted to leave the center clear because I loved how you could see that it wrapped all the way around that tip. So I was kind of thinking, what can I do? And I just came up with this rock formation with a clear section in the middle. Next, I cut a nail tip into 3 pieces and one at an angle, rearranged them, and it kind of made the flamingo's legs. So I was like, oh my god, I am shook, let's do it. So I drew out the shape for the flamingo and sculpted that onto some clear plastics that I could just easily pop it off. You could sculpt it onto the backing paper or wherever you felt necessary. I'll add details to that later on. So this is my safari guide or map, and I've sculpted it out of that brown acrylic that I custom blended, and then I'm coming in with the acrylic, using it very wet so that I can use it like a paint to add the details. So here are all of the pieces just with acrylic. There are no acrylic paint on this, there's no details added, strictly Mia Secret acrylic. So let's add a couple of details. I'm going to be doing the eyes and just adding some details to the nose and the whiskers, just because it was quite difficult to get those super small details in there with the acrylic. It is possible, but kind of like we didn't have a white. I could have totally done the yellow eyes in acrylic, but I just really wanted to add some definition and detail. So yeah, that's what I did there. I just used some nice, beautiful acrylic paints just to outline certain areas and add in the eyes on the animals, and that is it. There wasn't really any more detailing that I needed to add because most of it was done with the acrylic powders, which I absolutely loved working with, by the way. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to vote for me. I'll post a link in the description box down below, and I will see you in the next video. Also, follow me on Instagram at Ninja Nail Fairy. Bye! Always remember that you are bomb.com.
I almost got off bomb.com.
Bomb.com.
Yeah. Hey, you guys.
I love
it. That's your
Lorna,
signature thing. You can't change it.
You're stuck with
Yeah,
that.
you're stuck with
I don't
that.
know what else to
It's a
say
signature thing.
about that. Yeah.
I listen to crazy podcasts because I spend so much time in my car every day on my commute. And it was about marketing. And one was about, it was a war between McDonald's and Burger King. And McDonald's stepped above when they did the ba-da-ba-ba-ba. And look, I could even say it. It's just, it's there.
Right.
And so Lorna doing that, hey, you guys.
Yep.
You're marketing yourself.
Yep.
And now it's in our brain.
Agreed.
And I bet you it's in everybody in KUPA's
and
brain.
Bomb.com.
And everybody in Nails Magazine's brain.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, stick to it.
Yeah,
Nails are super cute. How about that snake? I liked the rattler when she was doing the balls on the rattle tail.
I agree with you.
And then totem.
I know, the statues. Thank you.
The totem pole was really cool.
It up a little bit.
The Brady Bunch back when they went on their little safari.
Very tiki.
Yes,
very
very
cool.
tiki.
Very cool.
Yeah, very well done.
Yeah.
Our next competitor is Melissa Salazar. Melissa. This was cute because I'm a really big Seinfeld fan.
Okay.
This was on her page anyways, but it was cute. It was a meme. They were moving. But I got the screen grab, and she said, "Kids, we went round. Thank you all for voting."
Yes.
I thought that was nice that she thanked her peeps for voting
She
for
was
her.
a little nervous, I think, last week being in the bottom. So
Yeah.
she said she was relieved. But Melissa, you're great.
Yeah.
Thank you for pulling
And
for
her submission is really cool. How she did that gold gilding.
I was
on
gonna
each
say,
one.
so they said you could use foil, right? And so she took advantage of that and said, "I'm gonna add some gold." And I really makes things stand out. The tribesman, I love the little tribesman.
Yeah, I love it.
So precious.
I think I have a statue similar to that I think I got in Africa. I'm not kidding, so I don't know if that came from there. But I have whenever I go to on trips to foreign countries, I always try to bring something back that's artistic. And I have a guy who looks like this. I might have to find him and take a picture. Yeah. But I love the gold gilding on the
elephant,
the face with the tiger stripes, and the gold on the top and on the bottom.
It's a nice highlight.
That's a cool nail.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very cool nail.
In the chat, Netta McKinney says, "I hate that I'm allergic to acrylic," and I just wanted to throw out there that Carly, one Argentina competitor, Carly is actually actually allergic to acrylic. So I know there's a lot of things with allergies in this industry, but just because you're allergic, you know, maybe there are some workarounds. I know there's people use different methods, but Carly's allergic, and so but she still does all this crazy art. So you never know. You never know.
I know a lot of people work their way around like gloving up and everything to stay in this industry.
Or maybe some brands are like different than others. Yeah, it happens.
It's crazy. So our next one is Nixie Rose.
Nixie.
This is actually a lesson back to the Lorna thing in marketing. So a few of you competitors have changed your tag names, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or whatever. We were talking about this. Took me a minute to find you, Nixie. It's like she went in the witness protection program. She's now going by her real name, Nicola Rose Humphreys. And I found you, thank God, because we're friends. But I love this whole thought surrounding this post. So she says, when you're tired and hungry, so you go around to your neighbors, because you know she'll spoil you rotten.
I want your neighbor.
Yeah.
So tell me where you live.
Yeah, where you live.
I mean, I know where you live, but I want to know your neighbor's address. Yeah.
Yeah, that was sparking our... I'm lucky I have a husband who spoils me rotten.
Yeah.
Thank God. Otherwise, I would need your neighbor. This set of nails is unusual.
Yes. She took a huge risk.
Yeah. And just to look at it without the video isn't justice. So we're just going to go right to the video and talk about it after the video.
Do that.
Hi guys, welcome back to my second challenge of Nails Next Top Nail Artist Season 6. This week we've been challenged by Mia Secret to create a safari themed look across 10 different size nail tips. Our manicure must be made using Mia Secret's pastel macarons and grey jungle collections only, with no embellishment or pre-made pieces allowed. Any 3D elements should not be taller than 1 3/4 inches. So if I was choosing colours for a safari look, I'd probably be using really vibrant oranges and reds and yellows. So the fact that Mia Secret have chosen pastels and greys is really quite interesting. But I kind of like it because it's challenging. And when I first read this brief, I thought, oh my goodness, I have no idea what I'm going to do. But talking it through with clients and with my friends and family, they all said the exact same thing, which I found quite interesting, which was, oh, you know, Nix, you love doing your 3D artwork, so, you know, I can imagine with the greys you're doing like 3D elephants, 3D rhinos, and really sort of showcasing your 3D. But I feel like Next Top Nail Artist is the time to really sort of push yourself, try different things, take risks, and keep it fresh. So I decided that I was going to do something completely out of my comfort zone and do a set that was entirely 2D. I think with 3D artwork it's easier to really make your nails stand out and look impressive. So doing 2D is a bit of a risk, so I wanted to try a technique that's technically quite challenging. So I decided to use a process that I've kind of dubbed extreme colour blocking and then inlaying with different colour acrylics. So colour blocking is a technique where you kind of pay more attention to how you're applying the acrylic vertically rather than horizontally, so that when you file through you get nice sharp crisp lines and the design kind of comes to life. So if you've ever been to the beach and had a stick of rock and you find if you snap it the pattern goes all the way through, it's a similar process of colour blocking. I could file and file the nail and the design wouldn't disappear because it runs all the way through. And inlaying is a good technique that goes hand in hand with colour blocking. You can either use an electric file to carve away parts of design which you can then inlay with a different coloured acrylic and then file and buff it so that it's flush with the surface. Or while the acrylic's still soft, you can use implements and push that into the acrylic. So as I'm showing in this video, I'm going to be using a combination of both. The best part of this technique is you never really know exactly how it's going to look until you finish. You have to sort of guesstimate where you're putting the acrylic, and then when you file through at the end and that design comes through, it's really satisfying. Because the colour scheme is quite limited, I wanted to really showcase all the amazing textures and patterns that you would see on a safari. There are so many different sort of animal prints to choose from, and the fact that it's quite a grayscale colour scheme should enhance this. So I kind of loosely put together a mural of all the animals that I wanted to include. And once I printed it out to size, I could cut it into small sections so that I could work on each nail individually, and eventually they sort of all piece together almost like a jigsaw puzzle. In real time, this is quite a complex and quite long process, but using stop motion I can show you how the colours build up, and then eventually when you file through, the design sort of comes to life. So my own sort of personal challenge to myself was to create a 2D set that looked as though it might have been hand painted, but not using any gel polish at all apart from top coat. And for my own personal satisfaction, I wanted to create a design that used every single acrylic colour provided to us. And I think maybe if I had a longer time frame, or if I did it again, I'd probably do a better version, but I think overall I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll see you back next week for challenge 3. Thanks for watching.
KUPA is proud to introduce KUPA Base Coat, a superior adhesive between nail plate and gel products without damage to the natural nail. Also, KUPA High Gloss and KUPA Matte Top Coats, both no wipe, an excellent sealer, and last 2 to 4 weeks. Now we have the Trio Pack, which include both high gloss and matte top coats and a free base coat. For more information, call 1-800-994-5872 or www.kupainc.com.
So I've got so many comments.
Yeah, I think there's a lot we have to say, right?
Oh my God.
So I think when you first look at those nails, you don't think she did what she did. She calls it extreme color blocking. And I mean, I gotta say, this is maybe the biggest risk I've seen in TNA history. Like, really, really brave to not do, like, take advantage of the 3D rules, to kind of just say, I'm gonna file it down. I mean, but just amazing
You
work.
could never appreciate this set of nails without the video.
No, and the video itself, okay, we were also saying, right? Stop motion is so hard to film at nails. When we try to film it, it takes us forever. So I know how long it takes.
That time lapse is incredible.
But what a good way to show that work.
Show it.
Yeah.
To show, because she didn't just, color block it out as you could see in that first nail. She still went back in and like did little holes and then filled them in, and then did other things and filled them in, and then filed that off.
And shows her filing skills, which I think is like pretty incredible.
I have so many, like Phyllis Carlson, Karen Berryman, Lucy Perez, a lot of our regulars, like they're all going, oh wow, like I thought that was painted, and then we watched the video and it's incredible. And
it's also just a mesmerizing technique to watch. It's one of those like easily
I love
satisfying
video.
Like really comforting videos to watch.
As a nail tech, for me, the most satisfying part has always been finish filing.
Right.
Because you do stuff like that. People always look at it and go, what the heck did you do to my nails? And you're like, give me a second, let me file it.
Right.
And so it's so rewarding as a nail tech to watch this.
Yeah.
I love this video. I love this technique.
So mad props to Nixie, because and we know she's a good sculptor from last week, but she chose to just do like a completely different way. So just a lot of props to you. That was brave.
Cool and
that was brave. Yeah.
I loved seeing how it was a blob and then it became
really
that sunset and that it's just incredible. I don't even know how you picture what it's gonna be. Like for me, I could never get there in my brain to know that all that's gonna layer out, and my iPad just bombed on me.
Oh, okay.
I've got it. I've got it back. I'm just a page off.
We only have one competitor.
I know. Poor Stella.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Don't go away. I need to see Stella's. So our next competitor, Stella Sampson. I love this picture. I saw this picture because I go in alphabetical order when I'm doing my Facebook. I saw it on probably half the competitors because I know, it's because she tagged you and some others. And so I kept seeing this picture going, I can't wait because this is the one I'm pulling off of hers.
Yeah.
When you can't find time to straighten your hair and TNA Life. Lion hair, don't care. At least I match our next safari challenge.
Don't straighten your hair.
And she's gorgeous.
Take it from me, Stella. I used
Oh my
to straighten
God.
my hair every day. People
Beautiful.
always love my natural hair. Look at your natural hair.
Yeah, your
It's
natural
great.
hair is really
It's
pretty.
beautiful.
You're a pretty
So you don't
little
need to straighten
lion.
it. Save some time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here is Stella's submission, and she went very, very simple too.
Well, she went
did
very clean.
clean. That's
Yeah.
the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
Not
very
simple because there's a lot
clean.
in there, but it's very simple, clean.
And again, kind of did
Done.
the pairing that we saw with Emily, right? Like paired a couple tips together. I love that Africa outline with like the headdress.
Yeah.
And then
I like that she actually took the nail and turned it into the tree.
Exactly. Yeah.
That
And then another
amazing
NTNA
tree.
Jeep.
Another Jeep with NTNA
Yeah.
license plate.
We have NTNA yachts, Jeeps.
I know.
mean, we have so many
Could
things.
start
now.
a used vehicle lot now.
Hey,
with
we
all
have
these
an
things.
auto magazine at my
That
work. Yeah.
yeah, that flamingo is really cute.
It is. It's beautiful. And I
And
love the
that
giraffe sitting, like how it's posed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel
Super
like,
cute.
again, like Stella has a style, and I just feel like it's that matte, very clean style. And so this to me does read Stella.
Yeah.
So I get that it's her. Like, I feel like because she's a chemical engineer, she's got to be like organized. I don't know. That's what this says. to me.
You can almost miss it too, the fact that she used 2 tips to do the giraffe.
Yeah.
Because the giraffe's sitting on one of them, and then
Exactly.
the other one's going up the
Exactly.
head.
Exactly.
So there's some hidden gems in there that you could easily miss.
Right.
So that's 12.
11.
I mean, 11.
Yeah.
Sorry, because, we still have our CND Design Lab Challenge. So next week, after all this, we're still going to have the 2 competitors going against each other.
Correct.
And the Design Lab Challenge would be now.
Right.
But we don't have that yet
Right.
because we need another
Right.
challenger. But we do know, because we do our Super Scoop every week, what our next week's sponsors challenge is.
Yes.
You want to present it?
Yes, so next week we're sponsored by LeChat, and the challenge is called Perception versus Reality. So LeChat has a new Perception gel polish, and it gives off a translucent, glassy look, so like a jelly
Cool.
nail, right? Because of the see-through quality of this product, LeChat challenges the top 10 to create a nail design with dual meaning. So on an actual hand, they need to layer 2 nail designs, one illustrating perception and the other illustrating reality. Create one of the designs on the underside of the nail using whatever art products from LeChat you desire. So they can use acrylic paints, they can use embellishments. On the front of the nail, they need to create another design but leave the nail transparent. So they could do a clear or like a jelly, and photograph the design from the front so that both elements can be seen.
That's
So you
gonna be
see through
hard.
both. I know, but it's gonna look really cool. I
That's
just have
a good
feeling. I just have a
challenge.
feeling. So we're gonna see a 2-in-1 jelly design from our competitors. They can also do these on tips. Or they can extend the nail, and then they're gonna do videos again. So,
This is going to be a good challenge.
I can't wait because I love that jelly look, and I want to see. I want to get a 2-for-1.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it when people do the flip side.
I do too. I
Tom,
love undersides.
Little shout out to my friend Tommy Baychek. He was, I think, one of the first ones I saw call it the flip side. I'm sure it started somewhere, but
Yeah.
I saw Tom say it. So
I like
in my
the
world,
flip
he started it.
side.
I like flip side.
I like
art.
flip side. Cute.
Very cool.
Dana says, "Let's bring back the play at home. I need a project." Dana, Dana,
That would be cool. We should do some.
just try.
This
for
would be
next
good
year.
for our next year's show. We could give
We
a challenge
could.
to the home people, and as long as you turn them in by a certain day, I could have them on the show.
We could try.
Ideas are good.
Yeah,
Who is that? Dana, join our KUPA page. We have a KUPA Facebook
Oh.
group. I run ideas by them a lot in there. I have some
Oh,
regulars who
awesome.
hang out in this
Nice.
KUPA group, and I have a challenge I've put to them on helping me build
I like
something
it.
really cool and
I
new and
like
fun. So
it.
Dana, I need your brain in
So
there.
there are challenges available.
I do have some challenges.
Yeah,
I have
cool.
challenges doing my job.
There you go. Yeah.
So that is our 11.
Yeah.
11 plus minus 1 for this week. I do have some announcements to make,
Cool.
of course.
Yeah.
For anybody who's in the Anaheim area, we are having a demo day Monday, February 3rd, here at the KUPA Anaheim Amazing Training Center. Mie, Kitabayashi, Jess, Brittany, everybody's going to be here working. You want to be here if you're in the area. It's free. We give free education. We feel like it's important that you get that opportunity to see our products because we know you'll love them and you'll want to buy them. So come on down and join us. It starts at 9 a.m. It goes all day. We give away a lot of free prizes. It's a lot of fun. And then also, if you are so inclined to meet some of these amazing industry leaders in the nail industry, get your tickets, plan your trip, come to Orlando in June. You got to be there for the award ceremony, and you need to be there for the networking event, which is the nail event of the year, I think. Like 600 people last year.
Yeah.
Of course, you could tune in every week here Wednesdays at 11 a.m. either on KUPA's Facebook page or Nails Mag's Facebook page, and join our NTNA recap show. The TV guide is available on nailsmag.com/KUPA TV guide, so you can get an idea of which sponsor will be in the following weeks to come.
And can I just add, we want to make sure you guys are voting. Voting closes Thursday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So now that you've seen all the entries and all their videos, even if you don't want to look at all of them, you just want to vote for someone, ntna.nailsmag.com. Cast your vote for your favorite artist. You can vote for more than one person. You can vote on multiple browsers. But just support these girls and really vote for them because, as you can see, they're working so
really hard. They need the love.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it every week that you join us. And thank you to the competitors who worked so hard, giving us something amazing to talk about. And we look forward to seeing you next week for episode 6.
All right, bye,
Take care.
everyone.
Bye.